In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the MT Data Entry Assistant add-on. After you install the software, you will see a new tab on the ribbon. These are the three features that will help you speed up any data entry task. Coordinates will help you to quickly and easily match any row with any column in your tables, and lets you check or even modify the resulting value. So basically, you can navigate through a table without scrolling the screen or using filters. Suppose you are working with this inventory list. This table has 50 columns and 200 rows, and you want to check or perhaps modify the reorder level of a certain inventory ID. Typically, what you would have to do is use the filters and select any member of this column, and the table will automatically filter and only show the inventory ID selected. Then you need to scroll until you find the fields you want to check or modify. Using coordinates, you can do this in a matter of seconds. Returning to our example, the only thing we need to do is select the top left corner of the table, where rows and columns start, and click on Coordinates button. A window pops up, showing automatically all the rows and columns in two drop-down lists. Through this window, you can match any row with any column. Let's say you want to change the reorder level of this inventory ID. You must select that ID in the list, or simply write it directly in the box and suggestions appear as you type. We proceed as described to find the column reorder level. Once we have selected the row and column, the coordinate is automatically selected and the screen is scrolled for display purposes. Here, we have the current value of the coordinate. If you would like to change it to something else, simply type a new value in this field and confirm by clicking on Change button. Finally, if you would like to undo the last change you made, just click on Undo button. You can repeat this process as many times as you want, and it is very easy to use only the keyboard. Horizontal filling will help you to horizontally fill in tables. Simply put, this allows you to insert several data to a particular field or column. To explain this, let's go back to the inventory list and suppose that you want to insert the reorder level, reorder time in days, and quantity in reorder for the following inventory IDs. In order to horizontally fill in any table, it is first necessary to select the column headers. It can be done manually or automatically. If you do it manually, then you must click on Manual Selection. Due to this is a big table, I'm going to select its top left corner and then click on Automatic Selection. A window pops up. First, we select the Master column. This column is used as a basis to fill in the other columns. In simple words, our master column is Inventory ID, because we want to find certain inventory IDs and then insert the reorder level, reorder time in days, and quantity in reorder. At this point, we have already built our form for data entry. As you can imagine, the following steps are very simple. We just write the inventory ID we're looking for. Note that suggestions appear as I type, making the process even easier. Now, we write the reorder level, the reorder time in days, and finally the quantity in reorder. After clicking on Next, all data is inserted into the table. Once built, this form is designed to be conveniently used with the keyboard. As in coordinates, you can repeat this process as many times as you want. Vertical filling fits into the same logic as horizontal filling. It will help you to vertically fill in tables. In other words, allows you to insert several data to a particular field or row. To explain this, I'm going to use this table, only for explanatory purposes. We have this row client containing 100 names. In addition, there are other 29 rows available for inserting data. Suppose that I want to try to add the code, city, phone, and email for certain clients. In order to vertically fill in any table, it is first necessary to select the row's headers. As previously mentioned, it can be done manually or automatically. This time, I want to show you how the manual selection works. Since we only want to fill in a small number of rows, I simply select the involved row headers. That means code, client because it's our master row, city, phone, and email. And then click on Manual Selection. A window pops up. Okay, we already know the procedure. First, we select the master row client, and then we add the rows code, phone. Order in which we insert rows or columns to fill in doesn't really matter. City and email. Note that there are one master row and 4 rows to fill, making a total of 5 rows. Look what happens when I try to add more rows. An error message appears on the screen because at first I selected 5 rows to work with, so adding a 6th row doesn't make sense. So this works in the same way as horizontal filling. After clicking on Next button, all data is inserted into the table. If we try to insert data again for this client, then we are asked to confirm whether or not we want to replace the existing data for the master column, and we can choose the data we want to keep and the data we want to replace. Okay, we have come to the end of this explanatory video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have questions or comments about this add-in, please use the contact form.